Well, it says we're live. Oh, there we go. We're doing the thing. Yes, Apple, we're doing the thing. All right. Yes, Appa. Dad's gonna play guitar. See if I remember how to play guitar. It's been like a month. All right. Kinda can still play guitar. Can't wait for 7 to show up so we can drink. It might be the final stream ever. Who knows? Let's see if the bots hate me or not. Cannot be played in the background. All right, we've got sound. Everything's working. Okay. Yay! We're here. You guys ready? I haven't played since my birthday. It's almost a month. Well, hopefully the AI will see my gray in my chin and my grumpiness and say, hey, I'm too old to get rid of. But just in case, it's been a fun ride. I've somewhat enjoyed the YouTube time. Salud, bro. It's wild, right? 15 years. You know, I would still be gaming if the freaking gaming world wasn't crazy and everything didn't suck. I don't need a new computer. I'll probably get a new computer at the end of the year and then I'll get back to gaming. It's like, but man, there was when I stopped gaming, the games were so bad. The freaking algorithm was terrible. The people were evil. Yeah, so it just wasn't really worth it anymore. But hopefully, something will come up that won't suck. All right, let's find us something to jam over here. How do we do this? Yeah. Since it's a long time since we've done this, I have to get back to basics, figure out where the hell I am. Let's see. Sounds something easy. Or not. Let's go dramatic neo. Why easy? Let's go straight to some crazy shit and see if my fingers hold up. What's this? Dramatic neoclassical guitar backing track in D minor. Okay. Oh, this isn't fast, so never mind. It'll be easy. time is this gonna go? On the last one. Thank you. I got more than enough attention. You guys come hang out, have a shot. It's good enough for me. Welcome to the basement of the internet. What is this? Like me, but you never know. I mean, I haven't been treated very well in the internet the last couple of years, have you noticed? I didn't want to leave you guys hanging if you don't see me anymore. I mean, I appreciate you guys too. You know, who the hell knows what's gonna happen? I don't trust the internet. In the last freaking 15 years, hundreds of death threats, fucking shadow banning this, fucking government lists that, you know, fuck you to here, blah, 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 you know? And the issue is like, when I was getting death threats on the gaming channel on Facebook and all this other fucking, anytime I ever wrote to the admins, it was like my life did not matter. So for me to trust any company with, you know, 1 billion users with my personal information, with the amount of data leaks going on, it's not going to happen. Okay, it's not even about protecting myself, because you guys know me. I would love a reason to come back to action hero life, but it's about protecting other people. You know, like, you know, the part of me that wishes all these like crazy people that wanted to off me ever actually took the chance or would have something to do. You know, because as much as I want to be a peaceful Buddhist, there's like always that, you know, young lion that wants to come out. But if they decide to do the ID thing with my channel, I'm not going to do it. So we'll see what happens. If they're going to be, I mean, let's be real. I've had my channel 15 fucking years. So they're going to say I was 3 years old when I made my channel. You know what I mean? But, you know, we got to be proactive, and I want to make sure I had a goodbye party just in case, you know? So everybody knew what happened. So, and I will tell you, there's going to be a lot of people, you know, like karma's coming to roost, man. A lot of people who are doing a lot of bad things on the internet are going to get in a lot of trouble. As bad as the censorship is, there's going to be good things that come out of it, because the world has to be cleaned up. You know, and a lot of like people who've been doing a lot of stupid shit on the internet and cheating, you know, it's going to get cleaned up. So there's going to be some bad, but there'll be some good that comes out of it. You know what I mean? Like that whole UK, Australia crew, with all the shit that they were pulling, they deserve everything they're going to get. You know what I mean? So, and all the people with the fake accounts, all the, like, you know, all that shit's got to go. And then you got all the freaking people that are botting their channels with the fake views, and like a lot of it's like, it's just like the playing field has to be leveled. You know what I mean? So as much against like censorship of free information I am, the world's a crazy place. People need to be like spanked and put back in their place. So there will be some good that comes out of this. You know, there obviously it's not good to, you know, to censor normal information. You know what I mean? Like we need free flow of information. But from every, you know, from chaos there's order. You know, there'll be some good things that come out of it. But, you know, you've been watching me for a long time. You've seen me predict a lot of things to the day. You know, a lot of these guys that was calling me crazy, because they must be shitting their pants right now. They must be shitting their panties. You know? And they deserve it. They deserve every second of it. We don't forgive, we don't forget. Forgiveness is for God. We always remember. Let's find a different track. This one's kind of boring. What's next? Jam Roulette. Shot. It's gonna repeat again. Find something else to play. I mean, if I haven't played in a month, I'm kind of hitting the notes, so I'm feeling good about this. Oh my god, I stopped it like 1 second left. That's funny. Okay, what's the next one? I remember this one. This is like fucking some weird. Okay, I know this one. I kind of remember that one. That was cool. Okay. I'm surprised I'm able to hit that many notes after not playing for a month. So, I'm doing all right. I don't know if I'm going to stream anymore. Tomorrow in the US, they're starting age verification. If the AI deems me worthy of staying alive because I'm old, I'll be here. But I do not trust the corporations because they did not protect me in the last 15 years. When people said they were going to kill me, when all this bad stuff was happening, I wrote to YouTube, I wrote to Facebook, I wrote to Instagram. They ignored me. So the idea of me giving a corporation that has 2 billion people, they don't give a fuck about me. It's not even it's not like a bad or good thing. They're too big. I'm not even an ant in their spectrum. So if the AI decides that I can't stream anymore, I'm not streaming anymore. So that's what it comes down to, you know? No one's gonna protect me and the people. It's not even me, because honestly, I wish one of these motherfucking trolls would find me. And everybody who knows me knows that. They'll give me something to fucking do. But, you know, I have to protect others, you know? So I'm not gonna give away my ID. So if they decide they don't want me around anymore, I won't be around anymore. So that's the deal. But it was fun while it lasted. I gave you guys a lot of free lessons, 200 free lessons, and you can find the paid lessons on TaiChiUnite.com. Well, you know, I was supposed to be writing music and doing fucking film scores last year and I got sick. You know, and every time I try to get back into music or fucking do anything, you know, normal, the fucking evil demon corporations fuck me. You know, or I get sick or something happens. Right now, the AI and the corporations are going through the next turnover phase. So I'm just gonna hide and chill and relax and wait to see what they do. You know? Unless some like multi-billion-dollar company is gonna fucking pay me what I'm worth and like, you know, put me to work, I'm not. Because to put out music right now, like my original music, or even to write music for even a company, it's stupid. Because the people who are in the corporations, they're not aware. Because it's in school. School teaches you stuff that's 10 to 20 years behind. The people that are running corporations right now, the music industry, they're not even able to catch up to what's about to happen. So they think that the old ways are gonna work, and they're not even aware of the turnover and how fast it's gonna happen. So it's a dangerous time to be trying to inject yourself into the industry unless there's like fucking people with a lot of money who know what's coming. So me putting out my original stuff or working for it doesn't seem like the right moment, you know? But the cool thing about music and fucking Tai Chi is that I won't age out, you know? That's part of the reason why I stopped teaching like the other arts, like, you know, like boxing and kickboxing and kung fu and the karate and stuff. Because there's a point where I'm going to age out, you know? Like, already my body's like, you know, because I can still fucking handle myself and I can still smack people around, but there's a fucking point. You hit fucking 50, 60. I can't be fucking sparring 20-year-olds all the time, you know? It's like... Oh, what I mean is that I don't know if you're paying attention to the news, but tomorrow in the U.S., the YouTube will be rolling out a new policy for age verification where the AI is going to scan your entire history of your channel and your view history to decide if you're under 18. And if you're not under 18, they're going to force you to submit a driver's license or a credit card. Because the corporations have never protected me. On my gaming channel, I had 100 fucking people gang stalking me, saying they were going to kill me and ruin my life. And when I wrote to YouTube, my girlfriend wrote to YouTube, they ignored us. I can't trust a company that has to take care of 2 billion people to try to protect me by myself and the people around me. So when that rolls out tomorrow, it's up to the AI to decide if I am worthy to exist on the internet. Now I think I'm going to be on the good side of the AI because the AI, AI is kind of like vigilante asshole sometimes, depending on how self-aware the AI is, But hopefully that I'll be on the good side of the AI and they'll let me continue to stream. But if they ask me for like an ID, I'm not giving it to them because I don't trust them. And it's not because I think that YouTube specifically is bad or good. The volume of users that they have and just starting a new thing, it's a 0-day exploit. It's going to get hacked. Something bad's going to happen. Because the volume of IDs and the volume of, someone's going to hack it, someone's going to get released, it's going to be bad. So if I was going to concede to an age verification, I'm not doing it for at least a year. Until they can prove to me that I'm not going to be part of the first wave of idiots, you buy a PlayStation, the fucking first 3 months it's fucked, I'm not doing it. No, my personal information will get me banned. The lack of giving it will get you banned. That's what the new policy is. And in the other countries that don't have our constitution and our our laws, they're fucked. The UK and Australia, all the fucking trolls that were coming after me and all the people said they wanted to kill me and all this bad stuff, these guys are in a lot of trouble. It's like I've been telling people this for fucking years and they didn't listen to me. That was bullshit. So the good thing about this, crazy censorship is that it's going to get rid of a lot of these fake people who hide behind fake accounts and troll people and say they're going to kill them and do all this stupid shit. The bad thing is it's going to censor a lot of like basic information and people who are just trying to do the right thing, Like I've always followed the terms of services and all that bullshit, and I get fucked. And I get screwed by fucking, the entire system is fucking corrupt. So the good thing is that the bleed over is going to get a lot of fucking fake channels to get rid of, A lot of the people that have been scumbagging people, the AI is going to read everything they've ever done. I've been telling these people this for years, they didn't believe me. Tomorrow it starts. Every fucking comment, every interaction, everything you've done is going to be completely analyzed within 2.5 seconds, your entire life history on the fucking internet. So I can say honestly, and that's why people thought I was crazy, as the ex-hacker guy, I haven't used a VPN. I only have one account, the same fucking phone number, same fucking IP address, because I was waiting for this fucking day. People thought I was fucking crazy and stupid. No, I want them to fucking watch me. I gave them what I wanted them to see. I told these fucking idiots I was playing for 10 years, they didn't understand. Now they understand. So, is what it is. Palmer's a bitch. But, honestly, on YouTube, I don't know how much how like bad people have treated me, like the Tai Chi community, especially like the fucking, I've like did everything I'm supposed to do. I follow all the fucking decorum and all the honor things. I give away shit for free. I'm fucking always helping people. Every one of these forums, all these like groups, they all came after me, attacked me. None of these older masters ever like gave me an olive branch or offered me tea. In real life, in New York, it was different. In real life, there's like real people. On the internet, these fucking people that run the major, like, the Fajing Forum, the Run Soak Fist, all like these little communities, they're all like psychos. They're all like assholes who lie and like they make believe that they're so fucking great. They're terrible fucking people. And then how many channels have stolen my content? Like literally, like I created a system that gave all these channels the ability to do a lot of these tricks and all the Fajingi stuff and the Fasha people. They stole half the shit from me. And then they treat me like shit. So like a lot of this stuff is gonna bleed over. And I'm just gonna wait it out and then I'll decide what I'm gonna do. I mean honestly, like I always tell people, in the music world, for a metalhead, I lived a life, man. From fucking 1997 until 2008. I lived the rock star life. I fucking opened for every cool band that there was. I was banging porn stars, and then I went into the fashion and I rocked over there too. So up until like 2016, 17, actually I was still throwing parties in 2018. No, 17. So up until 2000, I was a fucking rock star. I lived the life in New York. I didn't, like I can retire and say I did all the things, So if I continue in music, it'd be great, but if not, whatever. That's what I mean. They constantly have security break-ins, and that's why, like, I would stay if they decide to take down the channel. It's like, whatever, I've done enough for the community. I feel like I've completed my karmic mission. I've helped a lot of people. 200 fucking free lessons. That's probably like 300 to 500 hours of free shit I've given people, and I didn't really get appreciated for it anyway. But I did enough. If they take down the channel, I feel good. I've completed the mission. It's time to go to the next thing, But I'm not gonna allow them after they've proven to me that my life has no meaning or value. The community has never protected me. The community has never fucking gone out of their way. And when they watch people do bad shit, they don't say anything. So the martial arts world has no honor, like. So what's the point of me fighting for what? For who? No one pays me for the stuff I do. I do it for free, you know what I mean? And it's like, for what? So to put myself and the people around me at risk, some fucking psycho wants to go into something stupid, I have to fucking shoot him. It's like, is it worth it to like trust them with my ID and my credit card? No, That's why part of the reason why I've never monetized the channel. I'll let them let them take the advertising revenue, because my gaming channel, like, the shit that happens to me on my gaming channel is federal crimes. The shit that happens to me on fucking Facebook is federal crimes. On YouTube, on this channel, I own a couple of firearms. Of course I own a firearm. I'm in America. You know what I mean? That's why, you don't, I just drink a little whiskey once in a while, that's it. I don't mess with that, like, fancy fake weed stuff, because I'm not going to mess with my gun license, And also, I don't like science experiments either, so I would never try that stuff anyway. But, yeah, no, of course, you know what I mean? Like, what kind of, like Musashi would say, always train with the weapons that are useful. I hate guns. I fucking hate guns. I swore off guns in the early 2000s when I did my training, and I became a Buddhist. But during the lockdown, I said, like, it is what it is, So I got back into training with guns, because you have to, The world is a crazy place. And not for my protection, to be honest with you. Like, it's for other people. Like, because if someone's within 11 steps of me, they better be really fucking good. You know what I mean? Like, I know 18 ways to kill somebody with a chopstick from 11 fucking feet away. So, like, you know what I mean? Like, and that's the bad thing, because I want to be a good Buddhist, but, there is the young lion in me that always prays that one of these fucking evil scumbag trolls that said they want to do all these bad things to me actually shows up. And that's a bad thing to say, because I'm supposed to be a good example, but I'd be lying if I said that I didn't wish sometimes that one of them would fucking try me. But the guns are for other people, Like, when the shit goes crazy, like, when you're supposed to train to be sheepdogs. It's not to protect me, it's to protect other people. You know what I mean? Like, if I'm in my area and, like, fucking some weirdos, like, attacking children, women, or there's a riot and they're fucking doing stupid shit to, like, the people who can't protect themselves. That's the real reason. The odds of somebody making it through my front door and not, like, getting their bones broken by my hands is very low. Oh, exactly. It's the right, But I hate guns. Bro, I used to spend hours throwing nails at walls and, like, chopsticks and nails and screwdrivers just so I would not have to use a gun. You know what I mean? Because I don't like, it's just, it's I don't know. It's just something not honorable about it. But the reality is, you have to think what you're dealing with in real life, And if, God forbid, one of my neighbors is in a situation like that, like, if there's little children involved, like, you can't be thinking about, like, because things were getting crazy in the lockdown, you know what I mean? And that's our responsibility, you know what I mean? Like, that's that thing I tell, like the people in the martial arts, they're not martial artists to me. They're just, because it's a weird thing. Like, because I also worked in the field. And I'll let somebody spit on me. I'll even let somebody get a free shot off because they don't understand the level of violence I'll take it to. But if you fuck with like a kid or a little girl like around me, you're gonna have a fucking problem. For me, I don't care. Like, you know, I desensitize. People spit on me at the job. You know, they fucking cursing, they're throwing stuff. You have to just like whatever, you know. But you know, the world has gone so fucking crazy that you never know when. I know for a fact I'm gonna be in a position where somebody who can't take care of themselves needs someone to take care of them. You know, and that's what it's really for. If someone was to break into my house, I don't need a gun. They yeah, it's like it's context. I mean, look, if you're in a situation where you're in a war and you're shooting fuck across buildings, it's like it's even matched. You know, I still think it's fucking pussy to be shooting somebody from 30 to 600 yards away. You know, like it just. Like, you know, like men should be using swords and fucking bats. And that's just my soul, you know? Like, you should be fucking using swords and fucking bats and fucking, you know? Like be in the man's face. You know what I mean? That's why I don't like guns. It makes it too impersonal and it's too easy. But, you know, it is the world we live in. So, I don't like it. Exactly, you know what I mean? But I can't tell you how many fucking situations I've been in New York where there were guns involved and I didn't have one, and I by the grace of God, because it's a lot of it's luck. Like there's things I shouldn't have made it out of in New York. I can tell you that right now, and it was definitely God. Like when it's not your time to go, it's not your time to go, bro. Yeah, it's one of those things. You know, when it's not your time to go, it's not your time to go. I wish it wasn't also, you know, but it is what it is, and you have to accept the reality. And that's why, you know, I talk a lot like about Buddhism, you know, and people don't understand me because they don't deal in realities. I did an interview for a Buddhist organization. I had to explain that to them, like, you know, the two things I mentioned in my interview is that if you're not capable of extreme violence, you're not a pacifist. You don't have a choice, you know? And the other thing I explained was when I was training with my master in Pure Land Buddhism, we used to pray to the warrior attendant. So you pray to Amitabha Buddha, you pray to Kuan Yin, you pray to the warrior attendant. And they've forgotten even how to do the chant for the warrior attendant. And like, real Buddhism, they talk about demons and hell realms and all kinds of crazy shit. And like nowadays, Buddhism, they're talking about, oh, and you have to. No, that's not Buddhism. Christianity wasn't that way either. You know, like they make Jesus into this punk bitch. Jesus wasn't a punk. Like if you pay attention to what he was saying and the real stories, like he wasn't a punk bitch. He was smacking the shit out of people. You know, I can't. You know, I can't read whatever the fuck that is, brother. Translate that to English. People are writing to me in Japanese and in Farsi and shit. I can't read that. I can barely read English. I'm fucking in America, bro. What do I do with that? Translate it. I can't answer you. I don't even know what you said, brother. Assalamu alaikum. Let's find something else to play. Where are we at? Hold on a second. I can barely read fucking English, bro. Hold on a second. I gotta blow my nose because it's really distracting me. Oh. Oh, God. And he didn't bother translating it for me, so I don't know if he's trying to be friendly or trying to like make fun of me. You gotta tell me what the fuck you're saying, bro. That's not fair. Oh, I should show you guys this too. I still have it out from last stream. This is when I was in a compilation. So in 2001, I took my guitar students and I made a band. And I wrote an album in 1 week. We recorded it live. And the album made it to the cover of fucking Terrorizer magazine. With Emperor, Slipknot, Dark, 6 Feet Under, Tevin Downsted, all these fucking crazy fucking names. My shitty fucking demo album that I fucking wrote the album in a week, taught my guitar students how to play it, went into the studio I worked in and recorded it live, wound up on a compilation with like major fucking international record label people, and I wound up in the fucking magazine. And Sifu Shirley, for my birthday, she found it. And that's me. That's me. This is the only remaining copy in history, and this is not even legal to sell in the United States. There was only 10 copies in the United States, and my evil parents have the only copies, but I don't really speak to them because they're fucking Satan's asshole. But this was the coolest. Oh shit. Yeah. This shit was like $50 to $100, and it was sold for like $3 when it came out. But to get this, it was crazy. It was just, I fucked this all up. I don't know how to do this, make this nice again. But I figured you guys would like to see that. And it's so funny because on X, so Twitter, I was telling people about it, and like, you're a liar, this doesn't exist. And it's so funny because like every record of my band doesn't exist anymore. In the middle archive is the only thing that's left. It's really fucking weird. But if this is the last stream, you get to see it. Yeah, I think it's pretty cool. So I don't know. I think it's worth a stoppage. But yeah, so we'll see if the AI lets me continue. I'll probably just keep doing these jam streams and hanging out until the world figures itself out. You know? I haven't played guitar or drank any alcohol in exactly 4 weeks, by the way. So this is my first guitar stream, my first time drinking in 4 weeks. Well, oh no, I'm lying. I drank a couple of shots when they came down for training on Sunday, excuse me. Sunday night is the first time I drank. I had a couple of shots. So, well, this is the first time I'm drinking alone. So I'm glad you guys came to hang out with me. But the AI doesn't know that I'm too old for this. After this stream, I don't know what the fuck to tell you. So good. I have like a sinus infection, so it's like I can feel it like burning out all the mucus. It's so fucking good. God. But I hope I can hang out with you guys more. We'll see what happens. Alright, what fucking key am I in here? I don't even know what the fuck's going on here. Let's try this. saying broken phone stands, and it just, oh fuck. Come on! What happened here? Oh, okay. There we go. Where am I? But I appreciate you guys actually coming to hang out with me, you know? Like, this may be the last one ever. This may be the first of the next generation. Who knows? But, you know, it's been fun. You know? I definitely appreciate the friends I've made here and, you know, a little bit of community that's survived the trolling and stupidity. It's been fun. Let's find something else to play. I'm ghetto as fuck. It's unfortunate. Let me blow my nose so I can actually play properly. I'm trying to hold my snot in and it's not doing good. Yes, Appa, I gotta blow my nose. Oh God. Sorry. I don't want you guys to think I'm playing like shit. But I'm playing like shit and my nose is just like dripping. Appa, you wanted me to let you use your butt to rub my nose? You would let me do that? I know, I love you too, but you don't have to let me do that. That's disgusting. That's disgusting, bro. Even I wouldn't do that to you. I wouldn't do that to you, bro. Sorry, my nose is just running. I've had like a sinus infection for a while. What are we playing? What key is this in? Or the Yola. Let me grab an actual tissue. Sorry, guys. My nose is like fucking running. Just 1 second. Woo-wee. But I'm glad I have you guys with me because honestly, I won't drink by myself. So I come online. I've been feeling like shit. You guys give me an excuse. If this is the last stream, it's a great way to go out, you know? Why is this phone... Stay on the fucking... Oh my god. We can just stay in one spot. It's not that difficult. Alright, you know what? I'm just going to put the phone on the table because this is stupid. Okay. Alright. Alright, and normal tissue. What time is it? We'll go to like a couple... We'll do a little more. I partied hard with the Yola. Yeah, it's funny though, because I know like, I would never off myself, because I'm too stubborn. But it's like, I know all these people in the Tai Chi world, and like if something was to happen to me, all of a sudden I'd be like, oh, Damien was so great, he did this, he did that. But while I'm alive, like, fuck this guy. Even my family. They don't give a shit if I die. If I was to die, they'd be like, oh, blah, 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 blah. And then the next, 2 days later, they'd be like, whatever. Yeah, humans are fucking evil. Humans are evil, Appa. It is what it is. They have no souls. You want to say hi? Come say hi. Okay, come say hi. Come say hi, you fat fuck. You don't want to say hi, everybody? You fat bastard. You're not going to say hi, everybody? I don't remember your name. Your name is But welcome to the basement of the internet. My runny nose. I don't know if I'll playing this one. A little more volume. A little more. Do I know you? What was your other name? That sounds fucking... Those are so soft, slow songs. I want something crazy and fast and scary. This is boring. I feel like a lightweight. I haven't drank in a month. This is like killing me. enough. Next. Oh God. Let's find something else to play. I don't feel like playing the same 3 chords. Has the alcohol something? Alcohol talking. I fucking totally went off the fucking reservation with that shit. Alright. Come say hi, Appa? Well, I love you guys. It's been a fun stream. Come on. Come on. Come say hi to everybody. Me and Appa are giving our last goodbye. As tomorrow, it may be the last stream, Appa. No more YouTube. What do you think about that? What do you think about that? Nadia. All right. Well, this has been fun. You know, it is what it is. I mean, like, how much... To be honest with you guys, being on YouTube's an insult to my soul. You know? Like, the restrictions, all the crazy stuff, if they ban me, I really don't care. You know? Like, the corporations and the fucking algorithms and the fucking people coming after me, and it's a constant bullshit. It's just like, if they were to delete my channel, I just don't give a fuck. I'll go back to, like, my normal life of teaching Kung Fu and just, like, eating fucking vegetarian food. Because, like... You know, before, like, Instagram, I was, like, you know, it's like, for me to be competing with, like, scrubs all the time, it's, like, an insult to my soul. So, but I didn't want to, like, leave, like, my few real supporters hanging and not, like, you know, at least show up, just in case something was to happen. I wanted you guys to know that I do respect and appreciate you guys for showing up all the time. You know? And I hope that in the last 15 years, I've done my service and given you guys enough kung fu and philosophical secrets to get you through the apocalypse. So. Tomorrow we'll find out if I still have a YouTube. Well, next couple of weeks anyway. But I definitely appreciate you guys. 7, you scumbag. I know you come in and out. You ungrateful piece of shit. My little grandkid. He'll always be my grandkid, even though he's an ungrateful bastard. Doesn't invite me to play any video games. Fuck you, cunt. You ungrateful piece of shit. Doesn't invite me to play any video games anymore because he knows I outscore him all the time. Even me old and decrepit and drunk, I'll still outplay him. So it's like when you bring your kid to school, that's 7. 7's like my fucking bastard kid. And if he's like, no, Dad, don't anybody know that you bring me into school. It's embarrassing. Fuck you, you little shit. Because you know damn well, if I sign on now, I'm going to fucking outscore you no matter what I fucking do. I could be drunk and fucking blind. I'm still going to beat you, piece of shit. You know I love you. You know I love you. So, I would suggest you go over the War Angel streams, because you might understand what my real purpose was and why I do what I do, because it may seem crazy when you're looking at it going, but when you look at it backwards, it'll make a lot more sense. It's always been the same mission. I'm telling the truth, I'll fuck you up. I haven't played in years, I will fuck you up. I'm gonna finally sleep good tonight. I've been going to 5 hours in a month. This fucking gay shit. Get the fuck out of here. Stop it! What is this shit? But I'm in the winter, I'm gonna buy a new computer. So I'll be back. I might start streaming on Kick or something else. Because like, they didn't, YouTube doesn't, you know, look what they did. They stole my whole gimmick. You know, the fucking Dr. Disrespect, fucking, they stole my shtick. They literally stole my shit. You know, like, fuck out of here. I had the first HD stream that there was, and they fucking robbed me. What is this fucking bullshit? I have this shit. This is gay. Stop it, stop it. Well, come on, YouTube. Jam Roulette, you're being drunk. No. No. Okay, this smells like a movie. No. Come on, Jam Roulette, let's go. Where's this fucking whack shit? You better be good. No. Come on. Oh, porn music. Let's do porn music. What is this fucking minor 9 chord? It's like a minor 9 chord. I have porn music. Stop it. Sad. Okay, you know what? We end on this. This is sad. Oh, YouTube's gonna ban me. The world's ending. Oh god. alcohol's making me think out loud. That's what's going on in my head when I'm playing these solos. If anybody's watching. So people ask me, how do you do that? And the way that I do that is that I hear the chord progression and then I sing the fucking note that's missing in the chord stack in my head. And then I go blah, 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 blah. And that's how I do it. Because in fucking music school, they teach you functional harmony. So you learn the chord progression, but then you learn the notes in the chord, and then you learn the stack, and then I sing the note that's missing in the stack. And that's how I do it. That's the secret. So it sounds like I know what I'm doing, but that's what the fuck I'm doing. I'm just fucking drinking, fucking making noise. This is the last stream. I might as well fucking show you my secrets. My autistic fucking retardation. Because in the days when I was studio session, you had to be able to fucking play on the spot. The only way you could do is just to sing it in your head. What is this fucking shit? I don't want to play this shit. It's fucking porn music. This is porno music. What is this? I don't want to play porno music. Stop it. Stop. What's the matter? It's the last stream. Stop it. I already have allergies. I don't do this bullshit. second. Try this. And that's how I do it. Salud. It's the last, maybe the last stream, so I might as well fucking show you guys how I do it. So I'm hitting the top of the chord stack. So instead of playing with the root, I'll hit the third or the fifth. We have to be able to sing it. It's a lot easier to explain and not sing it. Because when the 6 comes up, the 3rd and the 6 are related, so it's easy. Flat 7. 1. To any music geeks that actually watch this shit show, they might get something out of that. Giving away my secrets because I'm drinking. But they're gonna think I'm just fucking crazy. Most people think I'm just crazy singing like a retard. But that's what you should be doing in your head. You should be able to hear the chord stack. Hear the 6th chord. That's how I do it. That's the secret. I'm sure there's some autistic retard's gonna figure it out. But if there's some fucking music geeks that watch my last stream, just think of a root chord is 1, 3, 6, a fucking other chord is 2 and 4, and the chord is 5 and 7. And if you can figure that out and sing it, you only have 3 options, and they all relate to each other anyway. Remember, you can use the pentatonic as a void notes instead of worrying about pentatonics as a fucking blues scale. You just use it as a void notes. It tells you what not to play. And it's that simple. It's not that simple, but if you're a music geek, it'll be that simple for you. And you'll have my secret style of how I make believe I know what I'm doing. I'm actually a death metal guitar player. What the fuck? Ow. I have a blister on this finger. Okay, there we go. I want to play like fucking... I think actually I would rather play than this fucking gay fucking whatever. Or my 7-string stuff. But, you know, nobody cares about this stuff. I can't make money on that. What's this? What is this shit? What is this fucking... God, everything's a fucking F-sharp minor. Come on, give me something scary. It's the last stream, man. Come on. What is this bullshit? Blues? Come on, man. I'm drunk and I want to fucking play scary music. Oh my god! Give me something scary! Come on, YouTube Jam Roulette. I'm drunk and I want to fucking rip. This is gay. Cycle 5. I have a sinus infection. This is not how I wanted the last stream to go. And I lost my guitar pick. Hold on a second. I gotta find the guitar pick. So I hope any weirdo fucking guitar players, they heard my suggestions, because they learn a lot of stuff. If you can't sing the melody while you're playing it, you're not really soloing. Always use the chord stack and use the pentatonic as a way to find the void notes. And you can cheat and find your way through anything. As long as you make fucking statements that sound like sentences, you'll be okay. What, Appa? You gonna say hi again? Or you gonna run away? What's up, Appa? Wanna say hi? Alright, let's find something else to fucking make a mess on before I get too drunk to fucking keep playing. Sad blues track. A good way to fucking go out in the last stream. Because this could be the last stream ever, who knows? I know, Appa, maybe not be the last stream, who knows? But I haven't played guitar or drank in a month, so I deserve this. I deserve it. I'll sing the whole night, it'll be great. Bullshit. Come on, Jam Roulette. No. Give me something interesting. This is D sharp minor. This will be hard. Sorry guys, I'm sick. Hard one I hit the sharp 7. Use a flat 7. Hey, what's up, man? Whiskey sip, man. It's the last stream. I haven't drank since my birthday, so it's been exactly a month. I haven't played guitar. I haven't drank. I had 3 shots on Sunday because my students were here, so I'm pretty drunk. And this may be the last stream ever. So we're just running through shit, and I'm giving away my guitar secrets, and I appreciate you guys for coming by. I'm sure some crazy autistic guitar players will hear what I was saying and understand what I mean, but everybody else could think I'm fucking crazy. Is the 1, 3, and 6 chords all work together. So when you hear the 6 chord, you can always play a 3. When you hear the 1 chord, you can always play a 3. So there's 2 chords you can always play a 3 on. So it makes you feel good. E minor? You want E minor? Hold on. Hold on. I'll give you what you want. Arpeggio up, arpeggio down, legato runs, minor tries, chromatic, go. You got it. Are you still here? Are you still here? Hold on a second. Now here's the only problem. I'm tuned to D. So I'm going to play an F sharp to get an E chord. Alright? So I'm going to ask for D to get the E. Okay? Hold on a second. I'm going to have D. I'm going to give you everything you asked for, because that's what we do here. Minor backing track. And it's metal. Here we go. To an arpeggio up, arpeggio down, legato runs, minor triad, and chromatics. For you. But before we do that, I'm going to take a shot. I'm going to stretch my legs. And then we're going to give you exactly what you asked for, because the last stream, we might as well go fucking ham, okay? Hold on. Let's just crack my back. I got to stretch out. Because that's a lot, you know, and I'm drinking, so I can barely stand up. All right. Arpeggio up, arpeggio down, legato runs, chromatic. We can do that. But we're going to do it for you. We're going to do it for you. All right? Find the fucking... But I'm playing... Remember, I'm tuned to D. So I'm going to cheat, and I'm going to ask for a D minor track. Because I don't want to... I've played F sharp for fucking 4 songs already. Appa, I know. It's just, I don't want to play an F sharp anymore. Okay? I'm tired. Let's find something decent. What's this? Okay. Alright, so you asked for... Arpeggio up, arpeggio down, legato. arpeggio up, arpeggio down, legato, minor triad, and chromatic. Hold on. I fucked the minor triad up. I did minor triad. Hold on. It's a 6 chord coming up. Down. Maddox. Oh, I'm gonna try that. Fuck. I gotta try again. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. We're gonna get this. I'm handicapped. Okay, give me a fucking break. Main arpeggio up, arpeggio down. Legato, minor triad, chromatic. Hold on. Falling on a 6 chord. Here we go. Up, down, legato. Chromatic. Up, down, legato. Chromatic. Motherfucker! Motherfucker, do I deserve a shot? Do I deserve a shot for that? Do I? No, stop! Do I deserve a shot? Do I deserve another shot for that? Arpeggio up, arpeggio down, legato, okay? Chromatic, and then, and then chromatic. I did the thing. Did I do it? Did I do it? I did the thing. Hold on. I deserve a shot. I deserve a shot. I earned my whiskey. Fuck that. I did the thing. Arpeggio up, arpeggio down, legato. Oh fuck! I didn't do it. I didn't do it. Fuck. Fuck. I missed. Fuck. I think I might have tried on an accident. One more time. Hold on. I didn't earn the shot. I'm sorry. I fucked up. I didn't do the minor triad. I mean, I did do the minor triad, but I did it on purpose. Doesn't count. Hold on. We're starting the 6 chord. Hold on. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Fuck! This harmony is wrong. I'm gonna do it. Wait a second. Minor triad. There we go. There it is. I did it. I did it. I gotta get a like for that shit. Motherfucker, if you don't hit the like button, go fuck yourself. Okay? Because this is 6, 7 shots. I don't even know how many shots in. I haven't drank or played in a month. So motherfucker, if you don't... Cal Augusto de Almeida and the motherfucking... Motherfucker, I better get a like. Because I just fucking pulled it off. You asked me to say... What are you saying? Arpeggio up, arpeggio down, legato, minor, triad, chromatic. I did the thing. I did it. I think I did it. I did the thing. Okay? Did I not do the thing? I did the thing. Hold on. I did the thing. I'm pretty sure I did the thing. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. We're gonna do it one more time. Cause I wasn't sure. Cause I forgot the fucking minor triad again. Hold on. I got it. I got the thing. Hold on. All right. Next track. Let's see what it is. God. I did the thing. I found something else. I don't like this already. This is easy to Phrygian over. This is easy. Oh, this is so easy. It's too easy to fucking play the Phrygian sound. Did you check Avengers Sevenfold Cosmic Solo? No, I haven't. I haven't listened to music in 20 years. I'm just autistic, and I drink whiskey, and I play solos. I play black metal and death metal mixed with classical music. So, like, my personal music is, like, I did mute my mic. Yeah, so I haven't drank in a month, and this is the first time I'm drinking. I don't drink alone. So the first time I drank in a month was on Sunday when my students were leaving because they came down to train. And then this is the first time I'm drinking in a month or playing guitar in a month. But I listen to black metal and death metal and like grindcore and fucked up shit. So like I don't like know music, and I haven't listened to music in like 15 years because I was so like mad at the industry. I just don't listen to anything. I know who Avenged Sevenfold is, but like they're not on my radar. Like I don't listen to anything. You know, and I don't know any covers. Like I just know it's just autism and whiskey. Oh, you were here last time? Cool. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what's going to happen, guys. All I know is that YouTube is rolling out a new policy, and the way that they've treated me over the last 15 years, I don't trust them to protect me, so I'm not going to give them my ID. So if they shut down my channel, they shut it down. I don't care. But I hope the last stream was entertaining and that, I gave away some secrets, So there's a lot of guitar players that come and watch after. Yes, Alpha. I know I stopped playing guitar. I know you're mad at me. I mean, I'm having fun. Like, that's the thing. Like, if YouTube allows me to keep going, I'll keep coming on and jamming with you guys, But my secret to how I will play the songs, like, one, I know chord progressions. I can hear the bass note, and I hum what the bass note is, and I hear the chord stack. And then the way I look at it is a triangle. It's really, the secret is here. This is the secret. And it sounds crazy, but this is like my entire life's work is in this sigil. And my kung fu and my music is all in this sigil. Everything I do is in that. So when I look at music, the 1 chord is 1, 3, 6, the 2 chord is 2 and 4, and the 5 chord is 5 and 7. So if you understand this, like, you can play the stack. So if someone's playing a 2 chord, you can play the 5 chord on top of it. Someone's playing the 5 chord, you can play the 2 on top of it. Someone's playing 1, 3, or 6, you play either or. And then you have to be able to hear it. And once you hear it, you only have 3 options: sing, and that's it. That's the secret. Oh, really? For a band? I mean, they're a good band. I mean, they're really tight. From what I've heard of them, I actually think they're a good band. It's just not evil enough for me. I'll play one of my songs for you guys. So you can hear what I play. Like, my stuff is like classical. This is one of my tracks. I play guitar, drums, everything on this. I record everything live. But I'm waiting for a time where like when the AI, it's like too much and people want real music again, Because even I'm old, so I come from an era where like we didn't have click tracks and sequences. Like you had to play the music, you know what I mean? So everything I do is like real music, and like it sounds like I did this context for this the fucking lawyer bitch that fucking does the fucking YouTube shit, and her fucking husband's a cocksucker. But anyway, I did that shit, and like they asked for like no AI. I gave them like the perfect raw mix, and like the disrespect that I got, it's like, how can I explain it? Like, I'm waiting for a time where the AI is so much that people are tired of it, and then I'm gonna come back and try to play. You know, because like everyone's playing fake shit. They're fucking like the YouTube guitar players are all playing fake shit. No one's playing real music. Like they're not actually improvising. They're not actually playing like real. Like everything's fake. You know, and I don't want to compete with that. It's just not worth it. You know, it's not fun. Yeah, everything for me is tension, like fucking like disgusting. If it was up to me, I'd be playing. That would be my whole life, you know, like that's my whole life. Oh, Phrygian Dominant. I like this. I can hear this already. This is some Phrygian Dominant. You sound like we're the fucking camel. The spirit of the camel. Camel jockeys. Let's do it. Let's do it with camel jockeys. I kind of know I heard about I've heard of Polyphia guys. I don't like that. Number one, I don't like what the band represents because metal is supposed to be manly and like revolution. And the guy is just like, it just looks so like, he's too dainty and it's like jazz. Like, it's just like, fuck, oh god. I'm playing a custom Halo. It's a 6-string guitar. I normally play 7-string guitars, but because I was supposed to get this contract doing like film score music. I bought this guitar so I can do like the whammy bar shit for recording, and then I got really sick and I couldn't do it. But this is a 6-string Halo custom guitar. They don't exist. This is like one of a kind, supposedly. So, this is a discontinued Floyd tremolo. It's like a Floyd tremolo, but it's a Kaler. And this is the best tremolo I've ever played. I stopped playing the Floyd Rose in '99. I did a show in 1999 where my Floyd Rose, I broke a string, and the fucking bridge collapsed, and I lost my mind. And I had an extra guitar, but I took the guitar and I fucking smashed it on the stage, and I picked the other guitar up, and that saved the show. But after that, I'm never playing a tremolo again. And also, like, in the early, like, the 90s to the early 2000s, like, it was different, you know? Like, people really wanted to see you know how to play. And how to explain this to you guys? Because it's a different era. Like, when I was playing, like, in shows, like, it was just different. I didn't want anybody to think I was cheating or faking. So I only played 7-string. Like, I would only spend between $300 and $600 on a guitar. I always played a cheap guitar with nothing but my regular distortion and a little bit of delay. So no one could ever say I was cheating. You know, that was like a big thing. But Polyphia is like, I'm not saying anything bad about Polyphia because technically they're a good band, but I don't respect them as musicians because like what they do to me is like the new age of like patchwork riffs where you record to the recording program, like they call it a DAW, and it's like you have like 2 sections where you play like this perfect. I'm gonna play this exercise, and then I'm gonna play 2 more exercises, and that's a riff. And it's like, it's just not music. It's not. I don't like it. You know, like it's boring to me. I'm not disrespectful because like to be able to physically play the music is very difficult. But emotionally, it's not music. And I don't think that kid can improvise for his life. Like, if you put me drunk in a room with that kid, and I said, play anything, and let's just fucking play, I think he would shit his pants. And that's just how I look at music now. Like, I don't think that people understand, like, in the Baroque classical era, like, classical musicians now, they don't understand, like, Bach was improvising. Like, figured bass, like, it was improvisation. Like, he was fucking improvising fugues. And, like, they think everything's, like, has to be, like, on the paper, and, like, it's like, that's not music. Music breathes, and music is, like, it's real. It's like kung fu sparring. Like, if you're sparring or you're fighting an MMA fight, you have to hear the music, like, and be able to deal with it in real life. And they don't do that anymore. And this is not, it's just, I don't know. Oh my god, Chief Full Voice sucks dick. What did you say? I bought my second guitar with a... Floyd Rose is great if you're rich or you have like a fucking... Like, you have roadies and people who can take care of your shit and you have 3 guitars. But this Kaler, they discontinued this bridge. This is the best fucking bridge ever. I don't understand how this bridge wasn't the standard of all guitar bridges. And the guys from this Lincolnton Guitar Wishes, the guys are scumbags, shitty fucking people. But I gotta say, this was the best guitar I've ever played in my life. And this Kaler bridge is the best thing I've ever felt. Like, and the fact that they discontinued this bridge pisses me off because this should be the standard of floating tremolo. It just, the technology that was in this is insane. And the fact that I got this, and it's funny because in 2000, when I was on MySpace, I got an offer from Halo to get an endorsement. And what I said to them was, I want a 7 or 8 string 26 fret guitar. And they said, we can't do it. I said, I don't even want your endorsement. I'll pay any amount. I don't care what it is. $5,000, $10,000. Make me a 7 string version with a floating trem that's 26 frets. No, we can't do it. And I'm teaching at Sam Ash, okay? Sam Ash is a business music store. The next year, there's 7, 8 string guitars. No, but they couldn't do it for me, but they can do it for everybody else. It was such bullshit. He had 3 guitars and a Floyd Rose was one of his favorite. The problem with the Floyd Rose is the least reliable. The Kaler, it's like the way it's balanced. It's just, the Kaler bridge is the best bridge ever made. It really is. Sorry. And the fact that this continues really bothers me. You can adjust the height with an Allen wrench. If the string breaks, it doesn't just fall apart on you. It's just like a modern marvel. And the fact that this didn't become the standard, but I'm very happy that I was lucky enough to get one. You know what I mean? The E string is wrecked. Whoever owned this before, I guess it's called a saddle. But there's a problem with the saddle on this E string, and it breaks a lot. But aside from that, I mean, this is the best guitar I've ever played. I have 7 8-string guitars, but the Kaler, I think the Kaler should be the standard. I think Floyd Rose should go back to the drawing board and look at the Kaler and like, this is what a fucking floating Rose should be. A floating tremolo should be. The fact that all floating tremolos aren't a Kaler style is really retarded to me. The Floyd Rose is a piece of shit. I mean, they had one version of the Floyd Rose that was like steel, and it was really good. But then after like 88 or 9, it was a piece of shit. And I'll never forget that one show I played. I was like 17. But when it broke on me, the terror that was in my fucking body, being on stage and the string popped and the whole thing collapsed, I was like, oh my God. It was just, I'll never do it again. I can't. And the only reason I have because I only play 7-string. The only reason I started playing the 6-string on the stream because I had this bridge, and the only reason I have this bridge because I got this contract to do like film score, and it was like last year and a half ago. So I bought the guitar to do the contract, and I'm like, I'm alright, I'm gonna make all this crazy stuff for recording to sell, but I got really sick and I couldn't do it. But Floyd Rose is a piece of shit. Actually, I went to this music store recently, 2 months ago, and they had the guitars. This is what they told me. Is a guitar with a Floyd Rose that's locked, and it has a lock on the top, and it's a Floyd Rose, but you can't move the bridge. And it's supposedly the Slipknot guitarist version because he liked the floating tremolo, but he didn't like the vibrato. I'm like, what the fuck? Listen to Comic Solo when you have some time. If you... All right, man. Be safe, brother. And I don't know if this is my last stream or not, but hopefully, if tomorrow they let me keep going, I'll be able to keep going for you guys. But nice to see you guys. Yeah. But don't buy a Floyd Rose. Truthfully, any guitar that's over $600 is probably not worth it. It's mostly just like fancy bells and whistles that look pretty but don't do anything for you. Most of my touring experience, my guitars were $300 to $600. I mean, I everything I ever did that I got paid for, like I used to get paid $150 an hour to do fucking like session gigs. And I never used a guitar more than $600. Like that was like the most. All right, let's do one more. And call it a night. What's this? C minor. Alright, I think I've had enough. I'll finish this shot and call it a night. No one's really hanging out. Are you guys here? Is it worth me playing anymore? Drunk and fucking stupid and my nose is running. No one's really talking. But, yeah, my advice to guitar players is don't waste your money on a Floyd Rose unless you're really going to do the whammy bar shit. And I expect it to fucking fail. It's a piece of shit. I won't do it. But I think I did pretty good for a guy who hasn't played in a month, and it's... Sorry, guys. It's the last stream, and I got myself too drunk. Next track. Let's see what we got. And we guys go out with a blast, right? I haven't drank in a month. I gotta call my girlfriend. Hold on a second. My girlfriend is saying, why are you still streaming? I can't believe I'm playing notes, guys. I haven't drank in a month. My tolerance is really low. My girlfriend. I have a girlfriend. Don't tell anybody. She'll get mad at me. Alright, let's do it. Fucking key in my head. Alright. E minor, C sharp for me. I should probably stop on my head. This is supposed to be the last stream. I didn't think anybody show up. I don't even know who's here because no one's chatting. I got a sinus infection. I feel like shit. I have one more shot. I'm going to sleep. But I love you guys. It's been fun. You know, what do you say last? And I just didn't want to like disappear on you guys, you know, because just in case the AI decides I'm not worthy of staying on the internet, I wanted to let you guys know what was going on. But it's been fun. You know, I'm finally gonna sleep well because, man, it's been 15 years on this one channel. I did the fucking gaming stream, like it was crazy because EA, like actual employees from EA came after me, like all this crazy stuff. I've had Antifa, Bill, everybody like tried to like off me, these death threats and all that. And when I reported them to YouTube and Facebook and Instagram, no one cared. So if they decide that they want my information, I'm not giving it to them, So if the channel dies, it dies. Is what it is. But I wanted to make sure that I showed up at least, our last drinking session. I'm actually drunk this time. So, it's been great. If the AI doesn't boot me from the internet, I'll be back and we'll do more jam sessions. I'll hopefully play better because I'm fucking wasted. But, yeah, that's it. This is the last stream. It's 12:30. It's enough. I'm just, it's sad, I've called it 10 years ago. I told everybody it was going to happen. No one believed me. But hopefully the AI, decides that I'm old enough to be on the internet. And if not, I will see you in the next life. But if the AI decides I'm allowed to stay, I'll be back. And we'll do more drunken guitar streams. Check out Tai Chi United for the, more Kung Fu. Because I've given you guys 200 videos of Kung Fu stuff for free. That was underappreciated, and a lot of people made their careers on my Kung Fu and didn't give me any credit. So I'm not going to continue that. And honestly, the 200 videos I've given you guys, most of you aren't going to get through it in your lifetime. So for me to give you anything else is useless. So you guys should pay for it. But yeah, I feel like I've done my job, my duty in the community, as a master of Kung Fu in the community. I think I did my job, I've prepared you for the worst. I've given you the free Kung Fu lessons. I was here for 10 years answering questions. No one ever paid me. No one ever said thank you. A few people said thank you, but the community didn't, So if they take down the channel tomorrow, I feel like I did my karmic debt. I don't have any regrets. I can go and retire and be fine. So, if today's the last day, I'm very happy with what I did. There's a couple hundred people who have thanked me, and I'm very grateful that I was able to help people and pass on the knowledge to those people. If they take it down, take it down. But I'm not giving my personal information to YouTube or anybody for that matter. So we'll see what the AI says tomorrow if I'm able to come back. And if I'm able to come back, we'll have some more jams. If not, in my human tongue, I say I love you. I'm grateful for your presence. Practice your gratitude. I think I did my job, and I hope that whoever's left remembers that I did the right thing by you guys. Even with all the trolls and all the big name people that came after me and tried to ruin me and whatever. 15 years of being attacked and slandered and bullshit, It's literally 15 years since Facebook. The Phone Slow Fist, the fucking fudging group, Antifa, Bill LM, and fucking all these weirdos coming after me. I stayed, I did the good fight, If they delete the channel, I have no regrets. I will die in peace, I feel like I really did the right thing, if I was to honor my ancestors, I think that this channel, for the last 10 to 15 years, I think I did the right thing. I gave away a lot of good stuff for free. I was here every single time everybody answered a question. I gave everybody, And this is a story for you guys. When I was working at Equinox, I was a master instructor, but going up the ranks in Equinox when I was a trainer, these guys were always talking shit and oh, you think you're gonna help people, you're only gonna help the rich people. And I said to them you don't get it. The fact that I'm here working, going to school, doing stuff, I'll be able to give people stuff for free that they'll never be able to afford it, And I think in the past 10 years, there's a couple hundred people that the information I've given them, they would have never received because they couldn't afford it. And that was my goal, my main goal. My secondary goal was to piss off the fucking establishment. But my main goal was to give them the free lessons, to people who like me, who couldn't, they didn't have the access, couldn't afford it. And I did my job. My karmic debt is paid. If I retire and they delete my channel, I'm happy. I have no regret. Hey, what's up, David? Good luck with that, man. But I mean, honestly, we're in an era where like even the martial artists don't have honor. Like 15 years. And 15 years between Facebook, Instagram, Rumslock Fist, fucking Fodging Project, all these other groups. Not a single one of these masters who were older than me with like large schools, none of them ever sent an olive branch. None of them tried to take me under their wing. None of them ever did anything nice for me. And I just been by myself, like, practicing Buddhism, fucking doing the Kung Fu, like doing the thing. No one ever tried to be good to me, and I feel like I fulfilled my karmic duty, and now I've passed on the stuff, TaiChiUnited.com, TaiChi United on YouTube. You have Sifu Shirley's passing on my stuff. I feel like I can retire in peace, like if this is the last time I ever speak to you guys, I have no regret. If I was to die tomorrow, I have no regret, Like, I did everything I was supposed to do. I lived an honorable life. I tried to do the right thing. Even my evil family, I did the right thing. I can say honestly, if this is the last stream I've ever recorded, when no one was looking, I did the right thing. And people can talk all the shit they want. Even my enemies respect me because when no one's looking, I'm one of the few people who do the right thing. I have no regret. So if they shut down the channel, it's fine. Like I gave enough of myself to the people. I'll be fine. I'll go live back in the mountains. I'll do my Kung Fu. I'll teach my private lessons. I'll eat my vegetables. I'll be fine. I would like to have done more, but I feel under the circumstances, even in the music industry, like I've done everything I could as an individual with no support. I have no regrets. So I'm good, Like, if this is the last stream ever, I'm very happy. I feel there's a couple hundred people that really benefited from my work. Even the people who didn't appreciate me, who stole my content to make their career, like, the karma, I get paid back, Like, I don't worry about it. Like, there's so many people who, like, stole my stuff and, like, but, like, I don't worry about it because, like, at the end of the day, like, the way the universe works, like, I'm always taken care of. So it's like, But I feel in the last 12 to 15 years that I've been on this channel, I've given more than anybody I've seen in the industry or the community ever give. And if they shut me down tomorrow, I'm happy. Like, I can die in peace. So I'll just retire. And I'm very happy with that. I did what I was supposed to do. Most people don't understand, because I've noticed that, like, people, when they attack you or they think they try to they think of themselves. So, like, when people, like the trolls or they attack me in ways that would hurt them, and they don't understand I'm not them. Like, when they do all this, like, weird stuff, like, this thing I don't care about, and if this is my last message, I'm just like, I feel like I've done everything I'm supposed to do. And I'm very happy with that, And the rest of my life, I'll spend eating ramen, doing my Kung Fu and teaching my people in real life, But I won't regret anything. So if they shut me down, I'm happy, As for music, from 1997 to 2010, I lived the life, like the only level higher would be like an international act. I did the thing, So this is just fun for me. If someone gives me a contract that's gonna pay me like enough money to survive, I'll do it. But I'm content. I did the thing. I had the pictures, I had the porn stars, naked bitches. I was fucking, I did the whole fucking thing. So like, you know, like I can't complain, you know, like I'm very humble in that sense. So if this is the last stream, I can say, you know, I like even just, I know this sounds stupid, but like, you know, Sifu Shirley got me this for my birthday as just said I existed. But people don't understand. I was on a compilation on the cover of Terrorizer magazine, right? I wrote the album in 7 days. I taught my guitar students in 7 days. So you figure like 20 days to write, learn, and record the entire album. And we wound up on Terrorizer magazine with Slipknot and like every fucking metal band of the era. I did the thing, you know, like if I make money, it doesn't matter. Like, you know, I made it, I did the thing. So anything after that's extra. So if this is the last stream, I want you guys to know, like, I feel very content. Yeah. You know, like, what do you say? I'm not surprised people like you, Assassin Move. Oh yeah, bro, like if you saw my Facebook Live, there's 200 hours of my Facebook Live political live streams. If you saw that shit, you'd lose your mind. But we'll see what happens tomorrow, because I mean, like, the AI we can't tell, you know? But I wanted to make sure that people who follow me know, like, why I'm not going to come. If they decide to ask me for my ID, I'm not doing it. Because when people were saying they're going to kill me, and my wife wound up in the fucking literally wound up in a mental institution, you know, like, we got attacked by hundreds of people. I mean, people were trying to kill us, all this fucking terrible shit. And we're reporting it to YouTube, reporting it to Facebook, reporting it, and they didn't care. So now the people who didn't care if I lived or died want my ID, I'm not doing it, you know? And as for the community, there's no martial artists. Like in New York when I was there, like, there was people who actually had, like, you know, the quorum, you know? But they don't care if I live or die, you know? Like, if I died, they'll be, oh, Darian did so much for his community, like, you know, but they don't care. So, like, for me to give up my personal information and then put the people in my environment at risk, it's not worth it. So if they decide to delete me, I'm gone, you know? But when it comes to the grand scale of the universe, I feel like I did my job, you know? I was here 10 years. Anytime anybody needed help, I was there. You know, I saved a lot of people. I have no regret. If I was to retire tomorrow, like tomorrow's my retirement day, I'm happy. You know, I did everything I was supposed to do in life. You know, every day for me is extra. So, you know, like, and it sounds weird to most of you people, but like, in the night, I live every day. If you buy the Book of Five Rings, there's two versions from Thomas Cleary, and one of them has the family tradition of the art of war. And a quote from Jacob Minority is, live every day as if a fire is raging through your hair and everyone's your last. And that is how I've lived since I was 14. Like, because I've dealt with death too many times. So for me, every day is the next extra day. And I can honestly tell you guys, I feel no regret. Like, I've given you, when I was on YouTube for 15 years, every time I interacted with somebody, I always treated them like, tomorrow you may not see me. So, for me, I've felt like I've given you the best I can give you at the time. I have no regret. If they take me down, they take me down. And I don't have it's like tomorrow's my retirement day, you know, and every day's extra. So if the YouTube, you know, police AI decides I'm allowed to stay, I'll come back. And if not, I'm happy, you know. And when it comes down to the community gave me nothing. You know, 15 years, all these masters in their silk pajamas that said that, like, oh, this is so great. Like, not one of them ever showed me anything. Like, you know, it was always just like trying to destroy me. You know, I don't see any humility or any of the stuff they talk I'm supposed to have. They never showed it to me. So I don't feel any regret, you know, and You know, now I have Tai Chi United. They'll pass on my lineage. I'm good. Oh yeah, AI is, you know, but it's deeper than that. When you look at the spiritual war, the AI, you know, if you understand, it's very confusing for normal people. But if you know what Ethernet is, the ether, A-E, ether. Demons are daemon tools. If you look up daemon tool computer science, you understand that like demons and daemons are very similar. It's philosophy. Electrical diagrams are the seals of Solomon, you know? So when you look at things like in an abstract way, it's all a spiritual war, and it's all like will and assimilation, you know? And that's why I say to you, if this is my last stream, I'm very content with what I've given you guys, you know, because I was always authentic. I've never, like, every time anybody needed me, I was here. I was a servant leader. And then look up servant leadership, you know? Most people, they do this stuff, and that's why so many people rob me, because they just care about like, I want people to look at me. I never cared, you know? I was trying to make friends, you know, be a service to community. I really feel like I did my job. So if tomorrow's my last day, I'm very happy. You know? I have no regret. I mean that. Like, I've lived my life with no regret. You know? Every situation I've ever been in, even my enemies respect me. You know? So, like, I have no regrets. If today's the last day, you know, it's the last day. And I'll start my retirement. And if not, I'll be back, you know, and we'll do more jam sessions and drinking. But, the next stage, and if you watch the War Endless streams, you'll understand. The next stage, from now to March is going to be very interesting, you know? Because you have they're like Hunger Games, where you have these factions of super billionaire wealthy people fighting for control of humanity. And then you have the aliens that are coming, which is half a fake and half a real. It's going to be really fucked up. You know? But for me, I'm happy because I can say that the few hundred people that actually understood what I was trying to do, they respected it and they appreciated it. So my karma is good, you know? And I have no regret. You know, I have no regret. I played my music, I did my kung fu. You know, I tried to, even like, you know, my evil family members, I tried to do the right thing by them, but like, you know, they are too stupid. I can say that when no one was looking, I did the right thing. And I was like, my last message to everyone is always do the right thing when you think no one's looking. You know? Like, that's the most important thing. Because in the end of the day, you're going to judge yourself. And that's the most important thing. So I was going to give you guys my last kung fu message is always do the right thing when no one's looking. As people ask me, how do you survive all this crazy stuff? It's because I don't have any guilt, you know? Like, people don't understand me, think I'm an asshole, but, like, I live my life as a hero, you know? And I can honestly say, when no one was looking, I always did the right thing. I have no regret. If I died in my sleep, I'm good. And my ancestors are going to be proud of me. And that's it. You know, and that's the problem with most people. Like, they live in their life as if nothing matters, and then they judge themselves. If you live your life as if your ancestors are watching and you have to honor your ancestors, you'll have no regrets. And if you start that today, your life will be good. And that's what's missing, you know? And when people remember that, it'll be golden. So in your human tongue, I say I love you. I'm grateful for your presence. Practice your gratitude. And hopefully I'll see you another time, you know? But if not, you know why. I'm not giving them my ID. But yeah, I'm not giving them my ID. So hopefully YouTube AI says I'm allowed to stay. If not, you can find my lessons on taichiunited.com. This would be my last broadcast. If not, I'll be back and we'll do some more drunken jams. People seem to like that stuff. But love you guys. Thank you for your support, and it's been great. 15 years. Fucking cool stuff. I appreciate you guys, man. And the Discord's still open. I don't know how long it's gonna be open for, but we'll find out, you know. And that's it, you know. But I can honestly say, like, I hope I've been a good influence. I've given you guys, like, as much as I can give you for free, you know? Like, I feel like I did the right thing, even though people didn't appreciate it. And if you watch the War Angel streams, I prepared you for this day. You know, and everything I've literally, you know, and like, they talk about the woo, qigong, and the magic stuff, and I prove it to you, like, you know, like, this is what it is. But because I'm not wearing a yellow robe or acting like a fucking weirdo, they don't want to hear it. But I honestly feel like I have no regret. I've made good friends. I think I've been a good influence. If this is my last broadcast, you know, just like Bill and Ted said, be excellent to each other, you know? Don't be scumbags. You know, don't be nice, be good. Because being nice is never good. You have to be an asshole sometimes. But when no one's looking, always do the right thing. And that's my message, you know? So, I love you guys. I'll see you guys soon. Peace out.